Hello everyone, welcome back to Build and Repair and Restore. Thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, make sure you give us a like, don't forget to subscribe, and you can also join the channel for exclusive content.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a long time, but I haven't had too much to report on. Just been doing a bit of painting on the house and stuff, all boring stuff. But today we're taking a trip down to our land, and we are going to do a little bit of surveying. So I'm going to show you how you can survey land with an iPhone using a GPS, if you've got the coordinates and so on, obviously for your boundaries and stuff. Most of our boundaries, three sides of our boundaries, pretty much got borders or fence, but there's one part of our boundary that doesn't. So I just want to sort of just get a line of where that boundary is, because we are starting to get our house designed. So I just want to make sure that it's going to fit exactly where I want it to fit. So we are just going to pick up a cutlass, aka machete, because there's going to be some bushes that I'm going to have to get through. So I'm just going to pick one up now, and we're heading off down to the land, and we'll pick up when we get down there. So see you in a bit. Over to the east coast of the island. As you can see, the sea is a lot rougher. This is the Atlantic Ocean, which is on the east coast of the island. We came from the west coast, which is the Caribbean Sea, and we just crossed through the interior of the island, come out the other side. This village we're passing through is called Tebo, and probably got another 10 minutes or so, and then we should be there. Hi guys, so we've just arrived now. That was not a bad drive. It's about half an hour from Portsmouth, where we are in the north. So we are sort of on the northeast, very northeast of the island, and we've arrived now. So our land is in this sort of bush area here. As I got a machete, so I'm gonna clear a little bit and then see if we can find these boundaries and so on. So one of the boundaries is along this road here. See where we've got these flowers. So flowers, I'll show you. Part of the boundary comes along here. I think up to this tree here, I believe. And then obviously it's up at the upper bank. And then it kind of goes down that way. And then on this side, somewhere around this tree here, it goes up that way. And then house at the back that's fenced, so our back boundary is already sort of fenced off. So yeah, the main thing is to find this boundary, which is sort of like a funny sort of angle. So I'm going to figure that out. So yeah, let's make a start. Alright, found a friend already. Just came out of nowhere. Hey little one, come here. Come here. What's going on? What's going on, mate? What's going on, mate? What's going on, mate? Gonna give us a hand? Gonna give us a hand? Right. So, got my machete. Just bought one. I paid $35 for this, which is about £10, so not bad, tenner. And I bought a file as well, so show you guys. I need to give it a bit of a sharpen. Bought a file as well. I think it was about $15 or something, about $5. And this is a common sort of machete everybody has. Especially if you're a gardener, but pretty much everyone in Dominica has a machete at home. It's like standard procedure to have at home. I had one before, but I'll tell you where it is. There are bigger ones, there are shorter ones. This is sort of like a medium size. They didn't have the bigger ones, but it is sharp actually. It's quite sharp actually. So I'll probably not file it now, but yeah, let's go.
Water, Daddy. Daddy, water. Water, Daddy.
See, yeah, see.
Mountains, Daddy.
Alright guys, so I'm just going to try and explain what I'm doing with this compass and how I'm using it to sort of survey the boundary lines. So I'll give you an example. Basically this is the GPS, so you can see where you're pointing. As I turn it this way, we're going north. It's obviously 360 degrees, so that's sort of your 0 north. Here you can see we are 180 meters elevation, Dominica, and there's your latitude, longitudes, right? So if we look at, let's say for instance, I knew that we had if this was a boundary point, like a metal point, there is a metal point over there which I can use as a reference. But let's say there was a metal boundary here, and I knew, according to the drawing, I'll show you guys what the drawing looks like in a minute. If I knew from here somewhere that direction, 50 feet that way, I had on my drawings 300, let me use something, let's say 348 degrees north, 50 meters or something like that. I would use this. Obviously it's not 100% accurate, but I would turn it until I get pointed to sort of 350, which is about there, and then I'll sort of string a line that way, and then I'll measure 50 feet, and that point would be my line here. And then from that point I might have let's say we turn that way, it might be, I don't know, 95 degrees east. I would turn it at that point until I got to sort of 95, and then put a string, and then 30 feet that way, whatever it is. And that's sort of what I'll do to go around and get the boundary. So I pretty much checked it all. The only place I didn't last get to check is in that big bush there, which I need to get cleared. So hopefully if I can get that cleared tomorrow, I'll be getting that bit in, because what I want to do is, just like the fence the neighbor has there, I want to run a fence from here right down to the main road. That's the only boundary that's not very clear. So that's what I want to do once it's all cleared. Alright guys, so this is what I've been doing. I did a little bit of clearing. I kind of just got into it, but parts that I needed to measure, there was loads of bush I needed to clear somewhere anyway. So I've been like sort of clearing here. I cleared further up there. I'll show you what I've been clearing. Been clearing around here. Ended up clearing all this, and I've cleared up to where the back is, which is where that tree is. This tree here is the boundary, and then it sort of runs up here, and then it does a sort of a turn and goes up that way. So all of this has got to be cleared. This is like not going to be me, not today anyway, but I'm gonna have to get some guys in to come in and do that for me. But I really just wanted to get along this boundary line, but there's so much of this lemongrass. You can see I've been hacking it. This can take me over to clear a path through that, so I'm not really going to be able to do all of that today. But I was doing some measurements to see if the dimensions of the house would sort of fit where I wanted it to, and yeah, I think it can work. The plan of the house is to be quite square, about 27 feet wide, that length long by 27 feet wide, and then there's still going to be another 3-foot balcony, that sort of veranda that sits out the front, so it's going to be almost 30 feet this way. So there was an old house here. I think I might have showed you this before. These are the stairs for the old house that was here, and then I guess you entered the house here, sort of. There's some ruins of old pillars, one here, one there somewhere, one over there, and a couple inside that bush there. Actually, I'll show you guys what it looks like. There's the old ruins. You can see they're sort of like just was on concrete blocks, but this is an old wooden house, and you can see they had some steels which probably tied the floor joists and stuff. There's the leftover pillar here. There's another pillar with an old ant's nest or something on it, and then there's another pillar here as well, which is vines growing all over it. There's another one here. There's another one here. A couple more in there. There's another one here. I think this is the back of the house. So it was sort of 1 pillar, 2 pillars, 3 pillars, and then 4 pillars that way. That was the size of the house. This is where the old septic tank was. You can see the old concrete septic tank still there under the ground. And yeah, so what I've done is I've measured from This original house was about 20 feet wide, so it's going to go another 7 foot. Either we move it this way a little bit or move it that way. But I think we'll probably move it. I think we'll probably move it a little bit more that way. So probably start here, go 27 feet that way, and then it's going to come out slightly more forward of this. I think that's the plan at the moment. There's some lines that's going to have to be moved. You can see this guy over this house at the back. His telephone and his power lines, it's going to be too low. It's definitely going to hit the house. So that's going to have to be moved somehow. I don't know. Well, that will have to be done at some point. You can see the back fence down there. Some back fencing, which is the back of our boundary, if I can get up there. The bush isn't too bad at the back here. Oh, there. Yeah. Sort of here. Fencing, and then it goes all the way down, sort of down that dip down there. So all where these big trees are, it's all our land going down there. And then it comes up, from what I can remember, somewhere along the lines of somewhere around here, maybe where that pulse, where that wall starts, something like that, and then runs down to that tree down there, something along those lines. So yeah, it's a nice little small little piece, big enough to build what we want to build on it. And yeah, just wanted to show you guys some of the beautiful flowers that we've got on the land. I'm right at the bottom, sort of down that lower end. If you look up there, I'm right down the back corner where it's the most dense. And we were just saying, me and my wife, that these are the plants that we want to get. And actually the house, these flowers are called a basilia, and that's what we wanted to call the cottage. And we actually have it on the land. I didn't know we had it here. I'm literally walking down the back and seeing it here. There's some more down there. See these big leaves here? This is the plant, and it has these beautiful flowers in it. So we actually were saying we need to find some of this stuff somewhere so we can kind of plant it here. We've actually got it on site. So result, this huge one down there, loads of flowers of it growing. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. So this is the end of our land pretty much, at the end of this guy's fences. And then from there we go all the way back down to the main road. I think it's 50 feet going that direction. So we're at 45 feet to that corner. Then we go another 20 something feet around that bend. And then across down there to the main road. So the result, very bushy down this side of the land. There's an old mango tree that got destroyed with the hurricane. You can see it's starting to grow back again. And we've got some breadfruit plants here as well, but most of the bush clearing to do is at this part, the back, and all the way down there. Okay guys, so the plan is tomorrow we've got our neighbor, an old man, is our neighbor here. He's gonna help me sort out 2 guys to work with him tomorrow, clear this land. He's 75 years old and he still does this stuff, probably does it better than I do. So he said you're gonna try and get 2 young guys with him tomorrow, and they'll attack this and clear it for me. I'm gonna probably come here. They'll probably start at 7 in the morning or something like that. Before the sun gets hot. I'll probably get down there about 10 o'clock and join them, and then and see, hopefully when I get here tomorrow, this place might look different. Let's see if he gets them, and hopefully yeah, we can see this whole land wide shot and make sense of it. I'll make sense of it as well, because I've never really seen the land fully clear, which makes it hard to sort of visualize, you know, what you want to do. So yeah, so that'll be tomorrow. I think that's going to be it for today for a wrap. It's getting really, really hot. Well, it is really hot, and I think it's probably time for us to go get some lunch. and get a drink and chill out. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Just giving you a little update of how our stay is going.